able to work between counties. And I think that that's what's needed. We need to have somebody who's not going to be, as a member, who's not a member of any party, I might add, truly an independent voice at the county. I think we need somebody to get in there and not be a puppet, not be dancing at the end of a string of any special interest group, not pledging allegiance to any political party. I think we need to have somebody who has the, it's tough to use the word courage when you're talking about politics. I mean, this isn't like charging up the 11th time at Fredericksburg, because it isn't, but at least have the backbone to vote the way you think you need to be voting, and not because you're having your arm twisted off by special interest group A, B, or C. I've never been that guy. I won't be that guy. The district doesn't need that person. And I think we need somebody up there who's going to be looking at, not only again for the myopic view of, how much money can we get back in District 2. We're out there trying to make Alameda County the best we possibly can. And like I said earlier, the number one thing we need to be doing in Alameda County, really across the Bay Area, is making this a vital place for new business and a vital place for existing businesses to expand and be successful, because we need everybody to be as economically sound as they possibly can throughout our county. And I appreciate your vote on November the 6th.
Thank you. Mr. Turnquist?
Thank you for having us and hosting this debate. I just want to let you know that a vote for me is a vote for change. I am the only one on this panel that worked for the county. I know where the problems are. I know how to fix them. I see retired Supervisor Gail Steele over there. I always admired that woman because she was a big supporter of the juvenile mothers with kids, and that's kind of my streamline as well. I have program ideas to get these probation and parole people off the street and into jobs, education programs, affiliation upon job training to have interviews and roll into union jobs. I also think that some of these construction jobs coming up with BART and everything else, I think there should be government allowing some jobs equal to non-union labor. That should be a 50-50 thing, but the union people have a lock on all these jobs. And it's very hard getting parole and probation people into jobs where they can get a living that's adequate for them and their family. And on-job training, education programs that I have in mind will help them succeed from going back to jail. Because a lot of them, it's just a vicious circle. They're in and they're out, and they're in and they're out, and the whole problem is because they get out and nobody wants to give them a job. I want to see the taxes come back to our community. I want to see an audit of this California lottery. Where's the money for education? How come these schools keep getting cut when they were promised 50% of the pie from the California lottery? They might see 10%. I want to see after-school programs, open gyms for kids, get them off of the street, get them involved in the community. I want to see them doing community cleanup jobs. State-funded programs to keep kids in school. They need to be rewarded to stay in school. Thank you very much. Vote for Turnquist November 6th.
Ms. Hayashi?
Thank you. Thank you for everyone for staying and listening to us. And once again, thank you to League of Women Voters for hosting this. I've dedicated my life to public service, and even before serving in the legislature, I was one of the founding board members of the National Breast Cancer Coalition. I served on the boards of Planned Parenthood, Golden Gate, Girls Inc. of Alameda County, Chabot Community College Foundation, and also worked on the Proposition 63, which was to tax millionaires to fund mental health programs, which we still have in the state. Health insurance companies used to be able to cancel a policy when someone got sick. I passed a law to stop that practice, and I made it illegal for insurance companies to draw people when they got sick. I've also authored legislation for Alameda County District Attorney's Office to get permanent funding for their domestic violence cases and prevention programs, creating the Family Justice Center at the District Attorney's Office. I've also authored legislation, AB 509, which I mentioned, that created the statewide Office of Suicide Prevention, which still exists today. And my work has earned me various honors, the American Red Cross. I was the Legislator of the Year by the California Medical Association, Planned Parenthood. I was honored to receive the Labor Warrior Award at the California Labor Federation earlier this year. But it would mean a lot to me if I could earn your vote on November 6th. I would continue my work this important work as a supervisor, and I would be honored to earn your support. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Valle?
Well, I'll tell you, those of you who know me probably know that it's difficult for me to sit up here and talk about myself. I think that the body of work of a person speaks for itself. I've lived in this community for over 50 years. I have worked very hard with our school district to help kids at Logan High School, and not just helping the school to raise money for various programs, but also employing kids here at TriSed, which is a business that I'm very proud of. It started right here in town with $750 from Our Lady of the Rosary Catholic Church. And we built that into a $24 million company. And yes, we do have franchises with the City of Union City and the City of Hayward. But that was done well before I got into public office. I've served as a council member of the City of Union City for 13 years. I've learned a great deal about government and collaboration. And what I've learned in government and in business is it's dialogue between people, it's communication between people, it's trust, it's accountability that counts. Those are the same kinds of adjectives that work in government. Those are the same kinds of things that build capacity between people. When you're talking about crime, we're talking about youth violence, you're talking about foster children, homeless children, the elderly. Those are the priorities of Alameda County, and those are the priorities of the Alameda County Board of Supervisors. In the 3 months that I've been there, I've forged great relationships with all of the supervisors, and we have created a great dialogue between us. So there's a change that's happening at Alameda County, and I'm very proud to say that I sincerely believe that my participation as a member of the Board of Supervisors, a person of compassion and goodwill and a strong track record, presents me as the supervisor for this county. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of the League of Women Voters and APAPA, we want to thank you all for your willingness to run for this important office and for being here at this forum this evening. Thanks.
Thank you.
As Election Day gets closer, you may feel overwhelmed by the amount of information coming at you in the mail and in the media. Where, you wonder, can you get unbiased information that you need to make a decision about how to vote? We have the answer for you. It's smartvoter.org, an award-winning website offered by the League of Women Voters. Go to smartvoter.org to see the ballot for your precinct, find out where your polling place is, get nonpartisan information on all the ballot measures, and see candidate information and more. We thank you, the audience, for being here this evening and remind you to vote no later than November 6th and take a friend along.
Say that to you. That was something. That was a jerk. Harry said he's like at the
I'm sorry? I have 3.
Was that they really try to nail him?
Even our finance guy, he was talking to him for about half an hour.
I don't think there's
And
anybody here
explained
that
to
wants to
him
hear before.
the $90 million unfunded deficit.
Good evening and welcome to the candidate forum for the Union City City Council, sponsored by the League of Women Voters. My name is Judy Zlotnick, and I am a member of the League of Women Voters of Fremont, Newark, and Union City, and I will serve as the moderator for this forum. First, a brief word about the League. There may be some of you here that weren't here for the earlier forum. The purpose of the